Hey love bugs, what's up? I hope you're having a good morning or night whenever this video may reach you. Do your girl a favor, hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you could get that thing whenever I upload a new video. So today, we are going to be talking about Usher Raymond in his BET Awards speech. Okay, I really wanted to get into this because I feel like this goes into everything that we have been talking about as of late. I was like, wow, look at this. This is so crazy because we legit have been talking about these very issues over here on the Love Jones show. Where are you guys? Come on over. Come on over, baby. What's up, Stella? Hey, Chantel. Hey, Holly. How are you guys? Make sure you are paying the entry fee to my house. It is free 99. All you have to do is hit the like button for me. And if you're not already subscribed, subscribe. If you are catching a replay, drop me a pink heart and give me a shout out. Tell your girl, hey, Love Jones. What's up, Bree? I look pretty. Thank you, boo. What's up, Demira? Waiting for a few more of you all to join me. Hey, 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 hey. What's up, Amanda? How are you? Thank you. Where y'all at? Thank you, Bree. What's up, Danita? Hey, Vivian. Thank you. Y'all are so sweet. I love y'all. All right, so let's just jump into it. More people will trickle in, I'm pretty sure. So, the BET Awards, I watched a lot of it. Thank you, Vivian. My edge control is, my edges is, child, they curling up because of the heat. But anyways, thank you. Yes, it's so cute. It's like some little biker shorts and like a little top. And of course it says love. What's up, Amy? Okay, so I watched the BET Awards last night. I'm not sure if all of you watched. I got to see majority of it for the most part. However, they did, when Usher's Raymond speech came up, they did block out a lot of his speech. And a lot of people felt like they did it intentionally because he was talking about his dad. And he was, talking about being a black man in America. And it just seemed very ironic that they decided to bleep out those parts, especially when they had the rap girlies twerking and cussing and with the booty cheeks out and all of these other things or whatever. Personally, let's get into the tribute. I thought that the tribute was very good. I saw a lot of people did not like the tribute. Marsha and Roses sounded like a cat. Yeah, I don't know what that was. I honestly think that they could have sprinkled in a couple more guys, like especially when they was doing the the Superstar Groupie song. Like, why didn't they use one of the singers from his Tiny Desk, like Vado, I think is his name? I know he was there because I seen him do some promo for the Shade Room. Vado, I don't know how you say his name, but I feel like they could have used him. Tank could have been a part of it. Even Tyrese was there. Like, I don't understand why. And then I was like, well, maybe they asked some of these guys and they declined because they're kind of haters and they feel like Usher is their peer. But it's like, why wouldn't you want to honor, your peer? Like, because then maybe that opens up the gate for you to be next. I don't know. Thank you, Danita. Yeah, I don't know why it was just all women. That was a little odd to me too. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to y'all. Here we go with this red bug again. Ooh, the polka dot bug. It was odd to me too. I'm not gonna exactly. Who else? Luke James. Luke James could have done it. Luke James sings Under the Ground, baby. Like, I used to hang out around Luke James, hang out with and around. Like, we would be in the same, social settings and even more like intimate settings with Luke James all the time, and I would hear him sing, and he could sing, okay? Like, he could sing. So I really don't understand why they didn't have any of them do or be a part of the tribute. I will say that Chloe ate down. She did an amazing job. Who else I feel like, oh my God, Tiana and Victoria Monae, baby. Tiana and Victoria Monae ate down. That performance was great. Justin Bieber don't even want to be Justin Bieber no more, honestly. I highly doubt he would have came out. Keke Palmer did a really good job too. Like, that was kind of odd and a little unexpected, but I personally feel like she did a good job. Like, I don't think Keke Palmer did a bad job. But Tiana Taylor and Victoria Monae, the best. And then second, I would say Chloe. Chloe really ate for me. And then third, I would say Coco Jones. Coco Jones did her thing too. So Tiana Taylor, Victoria Monae, Chloe Bailey, and then we'll do Coco Jones. Like, those was the top 3. Did they ban Chris Brown? I don't know if they banned Chris Brown. Like, honestly, Chris Brown is on a tour, and Chris Brown always felt like Usher was his rival. Like, so I highly doubt Chris Brown would have done it. Let me stop. It's all right. My edges is getting curly. It is what it is. I'm just leaving it alone. Chris Brown is on tour. Yes, he is on tour, and like I said, he wouldn't. His ego's too big. He wouldn't have did a tribute for Usher. I highly doubt. Even if he wasn't on tour, his ego's way too big. But overall, I thought it was good. I was shocked to see Summer Walker doing more than just standing there. Like, I'm pretty sure Tiana Taylor choreographed her. Like, girl, this is for Usher. You cannot just stand there like a statue. So that was refreshing. And I don't know why Tinashe was up in there. Like, that really, like, is it because she got that I am a nasty girl, nasty, I am a nasty girl? That's the only thing I know of Tinashe. I don't know why she's up there. I didn't get it. I really was so confused. Vado, Lloyd, Luke James, Jacquees. Not Jacquees. I saw somebody write that in one of the comment sections, child. Not Jacquees. Jacquees, But everybody else you mentioned, yes. So, even the new guys that's singing out now. What are the names? Black, even Jivion, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Yeah, the guy, the Black, the Friday dude could have sung something. There was a lot of other people they could have got. But I'm not mad. Like, I feel like the ladies did good. I really do feel like the ladies did good. I love to get two on and song. Yeah, I remember that, but that song is like 25 years old. Like 25 years old. We're not really listening to that in 2024. Eric Billinger, exactly. Like, there's just so many people that they could have called. I feel like they should have kept Chloe Bailey, Tiana Taylor, Victoria Monet, Coco Jones. I'm not mad at Keke Palmer. I think Keke Palmer's performance was good. She's a really good dancer. She's a really good dancer. So I would have kept those two, and then they could have swapped out Tinashe. They could have swapped out Marsha Ambrosius, and they could have swapped out Lotto. Like, they could have swapped out, and they didn't have to have Childish Gambino up in there too. So I would say 4 was on the money, and then 4 could have been swapped out. 4 could have been swapped out. That's my love from Brooklyn. Yeah, shouts out to, yes, Real Love is the Brooklyn way. Okay, so now that we got that out the way, Usher got his award, and I'm not going to be able to quote the speech word for word, bar for bar, okay? But I did want to get into the fact that this was one of a pivotal moment in his life, one of the greatest moments in his life, a highlight moment. I'm sure, you know, it'll be a standout moment for him in the future. He got awarded a Lifetime Achievement Award. And do you know that this man got up there and could not help but to bring up his absentee father, his deadbeat father, his father that he said was never there for him, his father that he said left him without a trace, did not help to raise him, did not show up, was not a key factor in his life, did not even as so much try to parent him. And that goes into everything that we've been talking about the last few days when I said men are very upset at other men, but they take it out on women. Usher is a great example of actually doing the work to heal yourself, because Usher legit, exactly, he's hurting. He's still hurting as a 45-year-old man about what his father did to him, or lack thereof. The fact that his father was an absentee dad, he's still suffering from it. And even though he's on a healing journey, you could clearly tell that he's doing his due diligence to heal. He's still afflicted. He took one of the biggest moments of his life to mention how his father was not there for him. So could you imagine how much of his life he spent trying to prove something, trying to live up to something, maybe feeling like his father didn't want to be a part of his life because he wasn't adequate, or he wasn't special enough, or he wasn't talented enough. That probably was a part of his driving force, because he also said because his father was absent, that's probably why he is who he is. Then he also was like, oh, you know, the plight of the black man in America. He started to go into that spiel. And it's just like, no, I'm so over us making excuses for the plight of the black man, as if black women don't have a plight. As if we haven't all been oppressed and had to deal with racism and redlining and segregation. And we've all had to, I mean, like, women had to deal with it as well as men. And if anything, women had to stick around and stay and raise the kids on their own. So one could argue that women had it harder, to be quite honest. And the fact that this man legit got up there and was like, oh, you know, this is the year of the father. Like, there should be no year of the father. Being a father should be 24, 7 days a week, year in, year out, day in, day out. No year of the father, okay? I'm so tired of these damn stories about these weak ass dudes. Hello, what's up, Michelle? Yeah, like, it's just like he's still hurt by the fact that his father was an absentee dad. And I love the fact that he actually came out and said something and was being honest about it, because a lot of these men will just do nothing but blame their mothers and blame women. Oh, it's the black woman for raising these single kids and being a single mother. That's all they do. They never ever blame the parent that actually left them. And Usher, and I gotta keep saying this, this is gonna be a Dr. Umar type of vibe. Usher is a perfect example of how deeply affected a lot of these men are because their fathers left them and was not around and did not care for them and did not fight for them and did not show up. And they love oh, it was the mother fault, it was the mother. No, like I said, if you really wanted to do something bad enough, nothing could keep you from it. If you wanted to be a part of something bad enough, nothing could keep you from it. If you wanted to go somewhere bad enough, nothing could keep you from it. If you wanted to, whatever it is that you really want to do, you do it. You make time for it, and you make space for it, and you make a way. His father did not make a way, and he still became Usher Raymond. Now, where's all of the men saying, oh, well, a single mother raised Usher Raymond to be Usher Raymond? We don't hear that. And this is what I was saying as well. They only want to try to give, you know, credit to single mothers for raising the delinquents, but they don't like to give the same type of credit to single mothers that raise the superstars or that raise the judges, the basketball players, the astronauts, even though there's like a handful of like black astronauts, but y'all picking up what I'm putting down. The doctors, the lawyers, they're not shouting from the rooftops. They were raised by single mothers, because guess what? Majority of them were raised by single mothers as well. But why was their mother single? It's because their father left. And if the father leaves, the child in today's society, chances are he's going to leave. If the father leaves the mother, he's leaving his child. And it's unfortunate, but it happens. And you see how Usher also called out his baby mama, Tamika, like, oh, I'm trying co-parenting this. I'm trying, Tamika. Yeah, Tamika's probably difficult. It's probably hard to co-parent with her, but he wanted to be a part of his children's lives, so he didn't allow that to stop him from showing up for his kids. What's up, Shante? Commitment and consistency is key. Exactly, I agree. A lot of these dudes just have these emotional voids and refuse to face them. Exactly, Amy. That's exactly what the issue is. What do you? I don't know what you're saying. I don't speak your language, Bosco. Even as a married woman with children, we often put in the most work. Exactly, Felicia. That's how it go. And that's where the term married single mother comes into play, because people swear like, oh, get married. Like that's gonna absolve you of being a single parent, essentially. You know, like you're just a single parent with a husband. Because a lot of the fathers, they really don't do the child rearing. Like, they'll bring home some money, they'll work, you know what I mean? But in a lot of instances, women is working too and bringing home money as well. So what's really going on here? But I really wanted to come up here and talk to you all about that, because I was like, this is really ironic. And we'll do an official show later, because I want to talk more about Tyla and her winning, you know, over Burna Boy and Tim's, and her winning even over Sexy Red. I'm not the biggest Sexy Red advocate, but I definitely want to talk about her winning over Sexy Red for Best New Artist and everybody else that was in the category. And I want to talk about her winning Best International Artist over Burna Boy and Tim's. Like, what? I'm good with my plants and my bearded dragon. Period. Tyla seems Indian to me. She is Indian. She's Indian, Zulu, and Irish. Irish and something else, I think. Michelle Obama had to check Barack about stepping up and being a present father. Shanita, that part. And a lot of these men are just so hurt. They have daddy issues. They have daddy wounds real bad. Deep-rooted daddy wounds. And they just take it out on their mothers, and they take it out on women, instead of, you know, really going to the source. Like, who hurt you? The way that they always love to come up here and say, who hurt you? Who hurt you? We need to ask them, who hurt you? Why are you so, like, why do you have this deep-seated hatred for single mothers? Like, who hurt you? Where is that stemming from? That is something that a lot of them need to unpack. What's up, St. Marquez? Said Thugly Red, but not over Tim's and Burna Boy. I don't know what you mean. What do you mean? Like, I don't get it. But it's just, you know, it's sad to see that so many are suffering because their fathers abandoned them. And I applaud and I commend Usher for actually being honest about his daddy wounds, and he did it on a world stage in front of everybody to see. What's up, SM? Thank you. Didn't Victoria Monae go looking for her dad? Yep. And he didn't want to see his other kiddos. Exactly. Daddy wound. And she was so happy to post him on Father's Day. She's like, this is my first Father's Day with my dad. And Victoria Monae is a grown woman. How old is Victoria Monae is what, 35, 36? She's a grown woman, and never ever, and those daddy wounds don't really ever go away. And everybody just love to blame women. Oh, it's the mother, it's the mother. No, it's because a lot of these fathers don't step up to the plate. They abandon their children. They do. And it's unfortunate, you know, that Victoria Monae's father, you know, it's convenient that she's able to spend the first Father's Day with him, now that she's a Grammy Award winning artist. Like, the convenience of it all. A lot of these fathers, they just want to be a part of their child's lives when their children is done being reared and done being raised by the mothers, and the mothers put in the bulk of the work, the bulk of the energy, spent all of her money and exhausted all of her resources to raise up a successful adult. Then that's when a lot of these men want to come back around and say that it was the mother's fault, and now they want to smile in the pictures and be all up in the videos. And I think that is a crock of shit, quite honestly. And as adults that have absentee fathers, when you do become successful, don't let that man just come waltz back up in your life. But a lot of times it's hard not to do it because of the daddy wounds. And it's not just, you know, black people that are affected by this, but majority black people have daddy issues because there's a lot of, you know, single mothers in our community. But Anna Nicole Smith, I watched her documentary last year, I believe, that came out. I think it was on Netflix. And she had a bad daddy wound. And that's another reason why she was like just so messed up in the sauce. And she went looking for her father, and he turned out to be a piece of crap, just wanted to use her, wanted to be in the tabloids, would always be asking her for money. And it was also alleged that he like was sexually inappropriate with her. We'll just put that there. Both my parents didn't have their fathers in their lives. That hurt never goes away. Exactly. What do you think about Usher saying he forgives his dad? I feel like that's him showing us he's doing the work to heal himself, and he doesn't want to hold on to that anymore because, you know, holding on to trauma like that doesn't do anything good for you, for real. There's no way I can have a baby and leave and never tell him and just keep it. Child, her father looked uninterested in the picture, sad as fuck. Or is there a way they can force it? Sorry, I call sexy red thugly red. Oh. Okay, I like your dress. Thank you. It's a two-piece. I like Meghan Markle's father. Like Meghan Markle's father as well. Yes, Etta James didn't know her father. Exactly. And remember, Etta James, she fought. She did everything to get famous and rich and to have wealth because she felt like maybe he'll accept me because now I'm a famous singer, and he still didn't want shit to do with her. She rented out a restaurant so he could have dinner with her, and he still did not care. Those daddy wounds don't go away. And a lot of men are really suffering. They have deep-rooted daddy issues, and they take it out on women. That's it. Because women are an easy target. Did Usher's father pass away? I'm not sure. I don't know. You're banging like a screen door in a hurricane. Thank you. Honestly, I'm not sure if Usher's dad passed away, but I do know for certain that Usher's father did not at all care for him. He was not a part of his life. He did not have a hand in making Usher Raymond. Hey, what's up, Golden? I watched those documentaries. Yes, and he didn't have nothing to do with raising him, you know. And that's what a lot of these men, they have these deep-rooted daddy issues, and I have to keep saying it over and over again. They take it out on women, and that's why a lot of men are so obsessed with single mothers. They're obsessed with single mothers because who creates single mothers? And they always blame the parent that stays because they don't even know where their father is to place that energy on him. A lot of people can't even call their father on the phone and tell them how much it hurt that he never showed up to any of their school functions, or how he never showed up to, you know, congratulate him. Or a lot of men work hard to not be like their fathers, or they work hard to gain favor in their father's eyes. They just want their dad to be proud of them. They just want to feel accepted and loved by their fathers. A lot of it's just really, it's true. Does it hurt being that beautiful? It does not. But make sure you send a donation to the channel. Make sure you subscribe. Cash at me, $ Love Jones TV, or send a super chat. Is it worse to have an absentee father or an inconsistent? I don't know. I really don't know. The men unalive over their daddy wounds, but it's actually women in my family and others who have children having inset of smortions, and women are so strong. We keep going, to be honest. How are they suffering? I don't understand. I didn't really understand what I just read. Usher has a legacy name too, and daddy still walked away. I got my fanny pack, period. Like the single mom guy who sings that song is sad. Men get upset with single mom. Oh, you let him hit it raw. Now you a single mom. Now you a single mom. Aretha Franklin's father raised her solely, but he was a complete predator. Wasn't her first kid by her? Wasn't her kids by her father? Of course you need money. Of course I do. So either donate or get the fuck out of here. Trash. Your mother is trash. Now you're getting blocked. This is why I did not understand with Diddy and why he gotta be like that to Usher. Diddy ain't a real father. That's a good question. And inconsistent words. Love, check your business email. Okay, I will check it out. Inconsistent parents will build trust issues, but to be abandoned by a parent just makes you emotionally unavailable until you heal. Yeah, I think inconsistent parents also gives you like avoidant attachment issues because you don't have standards. I mean, you don't have high expectations of people, so you just avoid even trying to build close bonds and close connections. How's life? Life is good. Honestly, if I was around my deadbeat father, if I was successful, he probably would have come around. He passed before I became grown. Oh, sorry about that. Well, I mean, at least he was here to, you know, help to usher you, give you some life. Girl, children get pregnant by their fathers and they keep going, but why do men act like their daddies sound unalive them? Oh, daddy wounds unalive them? What you? Oh, you mean like men can't? Oh, because men are way more emotional than women. Men are way more emotional than women. Men are not mentally or emotionally as stable and sound as women are. Even though in society paints it as if women are these just emotionally unstable creatures. Some are, but you know, comparative to most emotionally unstable men, women are way more emotionally sound than men. We can handle and withstand and endure a lot more than men. World peace is possible nowadays, but if you have an abusive or narcissistic parent, it's just terrible existence. Like, what are the men going through? Absence. Oh, sound mapping will make all bad visible. Women can be more mature. Yeah. Hey, what's up, DH? I swear I have the slowest computer. Yeah, I don't know. Like, YouTube be playing around with my notifications. Like, they really be playing around with my notifications. I don't know what's going on with that, but we just keep going because at the end of the day, we got a show to do. But everybody up in here, subscribe to me if you're not already subscribed. And it's 3 dots at the top of the screen. Press it, hit the like. Y'all said that you could tap the screen and like the video now. Can y'all do that? Can one of y'all let me know if that's a feature now so I can tell people to just tap the screen the way that we do on TikTok? Yes, and make sure y'all shop my merch. I want to get a new girlfriend. You're beautiful. Thank you. Thank y'all. Yes, so you can tap the screen right now and it'll like the video. So everybody up in here, double tap the screen. Everybody up in here, it doesn't work for you. Because I don't see the likes going up. Okay, I seen a couple of them going up. So for everybody who just now liked the screen, did you double tap it or did you click the 3 dots and press the thumbs up? Let me know. For everybody that just liked it, double tap works. Okay, it worked. So everybody just double tap the screen. 3 dots, double tap and 3 dots. Okay, so for some of y'all, the double tap works, but then for some of y'all have to still do the 3 taps. You're good. Thank you. You click the 3 dots. Okay, so either try double tapping the screen to like the video or press the 3 dots. Yeah, period. Because I don't know which works, but some of y'all saying that y'all was able to double tap. So either way, either double tap the screen or click the 3 dots at the top on the right hand side to like the video. Thank you, and subscribe to me if you are not already subscribed. Maybe some need to update. That you're probably right, Herb Nation. You know, I told you about the tap feature, I wouldn't lie. No, I don't think that you would lie, but I don't know that everybody has the same, you know, operating system. Some people got an Android, some people got iOS. I don't know. Double tap, but not in the middle. I'll triple tap. Oh God. Hey, what's up, Ebony? Yeah, you know, I appreciate that Usher legit showed us that there's a lot of grown men that's legit still really, really distraught and really still suffering and really still harbor some type of resentment for not having their father present in their lives. Those daddy wounds are something serious. Mommy wounds are real serious too. But everybody's always dealing with their mommy wounds. Everybody's always cussing their mother out and talking about their mama and going no contact with their mama. But for whatever reason, when it comes to their dads, the dads get grace. And this is another thing I wanted to talk to you all about. You know, I saw someone on TikTok saying this, and I was like, let me stop scratching my face. It itches right here. I hope I don't got a mosquito bite. Anyways, so a lot of people, right, was commenting on this post that I saw where the woman was like, oh, F that. Like, why do we always have to give fathers grace? Why is everybody always saying, oh, don't talk bad about your kid's father to your kids? Don't ever let your kids think badly about their father, even when the father is an absentee father, when the father is a piece of shit, when the father would legit, I've witnessed this, I've experienced this, I've seen it. Fathers do not go by those same standards or rules when it comes to talking about their kid's mother to the kids. A father will legit get up there and tell you your mother was a whore, a prostitute, a crackhead, broke, selling $40 hollers and every fucking thing in the meantime, in between time. Your father will tell you that. My father has said things about my mother, my brothers and sisters' mothers. I'm just being honest with y'all. However, when it comes to the men, women are always instructed, oh, don't talk bad about the kid's father, or my mother never talked bad about my father to me. What do y'all think about that? Because I personally feel like it's very hypocritical and very contradicting, because fathers do it all the time. Fathers talk badly about their children's mother. They get on the internet and talk hella shit about their kid's mother. They talk hella crap about the kid's mother to the kids. But when it comes to women, we're always told, and we've always been conditioned to never talk bad about your kid's father to your kid. What do y'all think about that? Now, me personally, I don't think that, you know, if I have a child, if I ever have a child, if God blesses me with a daughter one day, or if I decide to have it, anyways, me personally, when they're a child, I wouldn't be like, oh, your father is a piece of crap. I wouldn't do that. But as they're coming of age and they're old enough to comprehend, like a teenager, I'm not gonna like try to save face for their father. I'm not gonna pretend like their father is the fake Santa Claus that bought them this or showed up and did this, or I'm not gonna pretend like their father is just this amazing guy that, you know, and I let him have the scapegoat of, oh, I was just terrible and argumentative and I kept him away from his kid. I'm not doing that. What do y'all think about this? That's good maturity, learning levels. She thinking she's smart, but all she do is yap. And all you do is be on my motherfucking clip, bitch. I believe it's all really depends on whom the person is. I don't think it's about gender. My father did when I was 8. Exactly. So it wasn't nothing my mother could say. Facts, thank God. My father was the opposite, but my mom used to talk bad about my dad and he did nothing wrong. I'm glad everyone is developing a whole, okay. I never spoke ill of their father. They grew up and saw him for who he was. My mom let me know my dad was a hoe. That's why they weren't together. He cheated constantly and she booted him. Pops confirmed it. It's BS. Tell the truth and shame the devil. I told my son and my daughter the truth about their fathers. Hey, Bill. I just waited for him to grow up and see for himself. Now he sees what I had to put up with. So true fathers don't keep that same energy of loyalty. That part, Shanita, and respect for the children of the mother is so misogynistic. That's my whole point. The problem is you're already thinking about this like you want it to happen this way. No, I don't want it to happen this way. I would love for fathers to step up to the plate and actually raise their children. I think that would be beautiful. So many men would be in a healthier mental and emotional mindset, because a lot of men have daddy wounds and they take it out on women. because they blame women. Like, oh, it's no way my father was just a piece of shit that went out for milk and never came back. It has to be my mother's fault. It has to be women's fault. It got to be single mothers' fault that these men don't raise their children. And it's just a ridiculous notion. But honestly, I personally feel like at the end of the day, if and when I have a child, and if the father isn't a stand-up citizen and is a bad person, I'm not going to allow my child to think that it's my fault that their father is not around. I'm not going to do that. And I feel like this is another reason why a lot of men like to say, oh, the mother was difficult, and we created this problem of always being the scapegoat because we don't tell the fucking truth when it comes to these men. We created that problem because we allowed them to never take accountability because I'm not gonna tell the kid, we ain't gonna tell the kid. I don't think you should tell a child, but when the child is a teenager and they looking at you crazy like, oh, you kept my father away from me. No, I think that you should be well within your rights to let the child really know what's up. The minor, should I say, because when you're a teenager, you're a teenager. You're still a minor, but you're a teenager. I don't think that we've done ourselves a solid, or we've done a disservice to ourselves by allowing men to be coddled and to always be given grace and to never really shining a light on who they actually are. And this is why women get a bad rep, and a lot of men are able to use, once again, the excuse that it was your mother's fault that I was a deadbeat, nothing ass father. Is y'all picking up what I'm putting down? You're single. Oh man, I wish I had the cue card with the things that they always say. You're single. You ain't nothing but a baby mama. You ain't nothing but a bitter. You rude. You combative. You too independent. Y'all always got these same talking points. I believe every story is different but very similar. Still no notification. Pretty RJ, I don't know what they be doing with my notifications. I don't know why they do that. But shouts out to y'all for coming up in here. And make sure everybody that comes up in here likes the video. And make sure you subscribe to me if you are not already subscribed. I think both participate in the berating, but I do find that women are told not to talk about fathers to their kids. That part, Amy, and I feel like majority of the time, the fathers do not stand up to those standards. They don't give a damn. They will talk about your mother like a dog in the streets. I've experienced it and I've witnessed it. And I've also had a father that tried to tell me, oh, they wasn't together with my mother because my mother left them for dead and blah, 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 whoop-de-whoop, when at the end of the day, my father had a whole nother baby while he was still dealing with my mother. He had a whole nother baby. I got a whole nother sister that's 2 years younger than me. And then he went and had another baby. So I have a sister that's 2 years younger than me. I have a brother and a sister that's 3 years younger than me. My father was going around dicking and dodging all over the town, but yet he would still blame my mother as to why they didn't end up together, because she left him when he really needed somebody to be there. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? And when I was younger, I used to listen to these things, and I really used to be like, well, my mother should have stuck it out and shit. And then I'm like, nigga, you had kids. And my mother used to tell me, like, your father went and had a whole nother baby. I don't know why he keeps making it seem like it's my fault that we didn't work out. Like, I don't understand why he's even doing that. Like, and why would my father say that to me? You get what I'm saying? Like, why would you say that to me? Why would you tell your child that? And my father was very active in my life. My father was not a deadbeat. I know my father very well. He's one of my closest friends. You know, he always would get me and buy me, take me school shopping, and, you know, whatever it is that I needed, he was always there. Most days he would come and pick me up from school, especially when I got like older, like in middle school, he would always come pick me up. High school, he would come pick me up. He would take me out. So I don't have the issue of saying that my father wasn't there or he was an absentee father. I would be lying if I said that. However, he did used to say stuff like that. He would talk shit about my sister's mother. He would talk shit about my brother's mother. I just got to be honest. But never ever took accountability. Like, no, man, sir, you wanted to dig and dodge all over the town. This is what a lot of men do. My uncles did it. Oh, the mother wouldn't let me do it, and the mother this and that. Sir, you went and had a whole other family. You went and you cheated. You left. Why should a woman have to put up with that? And that is what really annoys me and aggravates me, because men love to just always blame women and don't ever tell what they did. What did you do, sir? Y'all just broke up? No, you in a lot of instances, not my dad, but you were a deadbeat. You were not dependable. You was cheating all over the place. You had children, other children. You created other family. You probably were abusive emotionally and mentally, physically. Like, they conveniently leave all of that out, and they just make it seem like your mother is the reason why. It's your mother's fault that I was a deadbeat. It's your mother's fault. LJ, that's my story too. My dad was that very same way. It's that part. Shanita, Yazrael, what's up? I don't blame women. What's up, Audrey? Is he close to Brother Jones? Yeah, he is. My son had to tell his father not to talk about me because I was the only parent he had. And Annette, that is stand up, and I love that. But a lot of children don't really get it until they get grown. You know what I mean? So a lot of children be really resenting their mother, like, oh, it's your fault he left, or oh, you kept my father away from me. Like, these men really have been running with this narrative for years, and then they will get around the kids and talk hella shit about the mother, but yet women are told constantly, don't talk bad about the father to the kids. What? Why y'all don't tell men the same thing when the men is really out here doing that? Ciao. Thank you, Dim. I pray for your future partner. You're already planning his downfall. I'm not planning my future partner's downfall. You're getting up here making up lies. You're a liar. You're a liar. You're lying like a Persian rug. That's not what I'm doing. I'm talking about things that women experience. Like, stop. All y'all do is pivot and deflect. Nobody's like, I don't think all men, like, shut up. We're not. Has anyone heard the unmuted Usher speech? I heard some of it. I'm going to play it. We're going to come back and do a show because I also want to talk about Tyler. We're going to talk about, we're just going to talk about the BET Awards, period. So I'm going to come back in like a couple hours. I told my ex-husband, whatever relationship I have with your children will be what you make it. I won't lie about you or for you. To them. For a couple of years, he sucked and they knew it. He got it together and they knew it. Actually, the real reason I respect women is because of my father. He taught me to respect my mom and grandma and sister. I love that. You got socials. Thank you, Golden. Thank you, Boo, for the super chat. You got socials. Yeah, I got socials. Subscribe to me on here, and it's at Hey Love Jones on TikTok and at Hey Love Jones on Instagram. My brothers that refused to have anything to do with them. My dad, who was not their bio father, raised them the same as he did me. And there are some men that will step up. There are some men that are stand-up guys. They really are. They exist. My dad did the same thing. He had a baby on my mother after promising to marry my mom. He told me this. At least he knew he messed up. Yep. That's what they be doing. What's good? Hi. Love come through ponytail. Pretty. Thank you, pretty RJ. Yeah, that's my point. Like, they lie like a Persian rug. A lot of men just lie. They lie like it's second nature. Or they just really put it in their mind that what they did is excusable. And another reason why they think that is because society has continuously made excuses for men. We say, oh, it's a nature thing. Oh, it's a nature thing. Oh, a man will be a man. And it starts from young with boys will be boys. When it's like, no, these are grown people. They should be functioning stand-up citizens in society. When are we going to hold them accountable? When are we going to stop blaming women and blaming the parent that stayed and actually hold the parent that left accountable? Love, I'm a West Coast girl. I'm a daddy's girl on the West Coast. Men will tell the woman, give me my kids and go on about your business. I got a bunch of uncles who got custody of their kids. That's nice. I love that. I agree. Women shouldn't cover or make up anything about the father. The best thing a mother can do is be age appropriate, honest with their children. Exactly, Isis. That's exactly what I would do. Not a little child. I'm not going to sit down an 8-year-old and tell them your father ain't this and that. No, but a 15, a 16-year-old, absolutely. I'm sorry, because I'm not about to, hypothetically speaking, if I had a child and this was my situation, or just women in general, I feel like you should tell your children who their father is. Like, be honest. And then kids will see. They will grow up and they will see on their own. But a lot of the times when a child is a small child, they really think it's the parent. And that's so unfortunate for mothers. And like I said, and I got to keep saying this, y'all fathers, when you send the kids with the father, they talk mad shit about you. They talk bad about the mothers. Not all men do this, but a lot of men do. Two little kids, to an 8-year-old, they will talk shit about their mother to them. They don't hold the same standards. They don't give women not nearly as the same grace. They don't allow women to have excuses. That is out the window. But when it comes to us and how we deal with them, we always got to make an excuse. We always got to give them grace. Oh, you should never say this. You should never do that. Absolutely. Mine are adults now and they know the truth, period. Love, my dad always says that it takes a man to be an actual father. And a man has to be ready to be a father because his life will never change having a child. Yep, that's true. Hi, what's up? My dad cheated and my mom left him while pregnant with me. He never left our life. I love that he stayed around. I think that will happen when a kid gets grown and call it out, especially the ones who become famous. They always accept the deadbeat back with like nothing happened. It's true. Because the deadbeat or the absentee father always wants to come around, you know, to reap the benefits, like they was the ones that actually helped the kid to accomplish those goals. It's really crazy. Yeah, I kind of have mixed feelings about my dad. Growing up, I was a daddy's girl, but as an adult, I see him in a whole like DH, because you get to same. It's a very sobering experience to see your dad as an actual man and not just as your father. And then you see his ways and how he carry on, child. I agree. That's part of being real. For real, I never talk bad to my kids about their father because I knew once they grew up, they would see his true colors. God's anointed, I understand that. But I also feel like it just leaves you, or not you in particular, but in general, it leaves an opening for the father to run with the lie and the narrative that they all say. It was the mother's fault that I wasn't around. Your mother was difficult. Your mother did this. Your mother did that. They all have the same talking points when it comes to why it is that they were just a fucking deadbeat. Shouts out to the Republic of Ireland. Love is not men is grown. My father always says a man will never disrespect his child's mother. Yeah, a lot of men do disrespect their children's mother. They do. In front of the kids. It's crazy going on out here. Marry me. Thank you for the super chat, Yazrael. Kids should not be convalescent kids to these deadbeat fathers when they get old and broke down. It's heartbreaking to see that a lot of women go through this with deadbeat men. Russell Wilson is a great guy. He is. Love to look. Thank you, Kay. Eric ain't ish. He has a baby by my mom's ex-bestie. Who is Eric? We don't talk about it. Oh, that's your father. Your father must be Eric. See what they do? Men don't. It's just terrible out here. That's another reason why, like, man, I just be opting out. Like, and I tell y'all, like, deal with men at your own leisure and at your own convenience. Like, decenter men. Don't make a man the center of your universe. Now, I'm not sitting up here saying don't interact with men, don't have relations with men, because I would never say that. But it needs to be convenient. It needs to make sense. It needs to be mutual. He needs to be respectful. And he needs to add something to your life, period. I'm grateful. I'm the only girl, and I'm an only child to my dad. My dad has always been a stand-up man to me. You don't have homeboys like that. That's good. Not mom's ex-bestie. That messy as hell. If women go through it too, especially when married young to a much older man who manipulate them. I think it's probably a West Coast. I don't think that's just because it's deadbeat fathers from the West Coast too. Pretty RJ. It's a lot of deadbeat daddies on the West Coast too. I think it's just your father and probably the community of men that you know. But there's deadbeat daddies on East Coast, down south, Midwest, uptown, downtown. There's also good fathers on the West Coast, East Coast, downtown, uptown, but majority rules. And majority men, you know, in our community that are absentee fathers, they just absentee fathers, they're deadbeats, and it just is what it is. Russell Wilson is cool, but I think they pretend to be perfect. Marry me, please. I don't know you, but thank you for the super chat. Sorry, men are the reason this world is going to hell in a basket. Hi. I don't know, y'all, but Usher is still hurt at his big age of 45 because his father was a deadbeat. Period. Period, point blank, poo. His father was not there for him. His father did not show up for him. His mother did all of the work, and then his mother handed him off to Diddy. That's a whole nother story for another day. You forever beautiful. Thank you. Yes, hit the like button and make sure you subscribe to the channel. All right, I'm about to get out of here. I'll stay up here for 5 more minutes. Y'all have any comments or concerns? And then I'm gonna come back in a little later. Yes, make sure y'all shop them new merch. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Instagram, but mostly follow me on TikTok. I wish my dad was in my life. I think I've had different experiences in my life, my relationships, and overall confidence. Yeah, dads are important. Do you think maybe he resents his dad not being in his life because Diddy may have diddled him? Absolutely, I'm sure that has a lot to do with it. Wasn't he up there pandering to black women? He was, I don't know if he was pandering to black women, but he was basically saying this is the year of the fathers and how important fathers was and how his father was not a part of his life and his father just abandoned him. He never showed up. He was just never around. And the fact that he used that great moment in his life to talk about his daddy issues speaks volumes. And I just respect Usher so much for even having the confidence and the courage to be honest about his daddy issues. Because a lot of these men have deep daddy wounds and they will never admit it. They will never tell the truth. The only thing they don't know how to do is to blame women. That's the only thing they know how to do is to blame women. I like Usher. Yeah, me too. Usher is very talented. Kiki did a great performance. She did. Check out the daddy song Usher made with DMX. It's a trip. Oh, what's up, Amberella? I was here for yesterday and I asked what do the good stand-up guys get in return for holding the no good brothers accountable. What do you mean what do they get in return? What do you expect to get in return? You get a better society. You get a better community of people. You get more successful young men to continue to hold up y'all's legacy. What are you supposed to get in return? What you want? A cookie? A treat? I believe you're very intelligent. Thank you. I like the moment he had with his kids when accepting his award. I must catch the live later. A reward. Yeah, I don't know what they want. I'm confused. I really don't know why you're saying what do we get? Like what you're supposed to get. Why should males expect a reward for doing what's right and holding their no good homies accountable? You get blessings from the Lord. Y'all are funny. Men stand by men even when they're trifling. Is crazy. That part. That's the problem. Some fathers want a medal for being a dad. Get over it. That part. I want whatever I ask for, considering we not the ones who made it that way. What do you mean we not the ones who made it that way? Y'all are a collective. So you separate yourself from being a man. You don't consider yourself a part of the men community or the men collective or the men's society. What do you mean, what do you get? What do y'all get for coming into women's spaces and continuously telling women how they need to be and how they need to act and how they need to show up? Thank you, D-Train, for the donation. What do you get? What do men get for constantly punching down on women and calling women single mothers and telling women it's their fault? What do they get for constantly doing that? And they do that unprovoked. Nobody's asking them. Women actually step up to the plate and take care of their responsibilities. They don't need anybody to tell them to take care of their kids. Some women do, but majority women are taking care of their children without a hitch. I don't understand how men are actually like that, but it's probably true. I was in a different place growing up, raised in me. What I hate is when dudes have awesome dads, but as they get older, think they are a square for being healthy and not toxic. Would you consider yourself a part of the 304 community? No, I would not consider myself a part of the 304 community. Now, do I get up here and tell women to gatekeep their wombs? Abso-fucking-lutely. Do I get up here and tell women to not sleep around and to not be promiscuous because of soul ties, because of STDs, and because of, spiritual transmitted fucking demons? Abso-fucking-lutely. Because I'm not a 304 does not mean that I don't get up here and talk about 304 culture and how it could negatively impact and affect us. I talk about it all the time. So what's your point? Next, you thought you ate with that? You did not eat. Thank you again for the super sticker. All right, I'm gonna be back with love. Have a good day. Men say choose better, but they don't tell men do better. Exactly. Right, exactly. So I'm not going to hold myself accountable for others' mistakes. Who said hold yourself accountable for others' mistakes? Shouldn't you be your brother's keeper? You come into women's spaces and tell women what to do, and you tell women how to act and what a woman need to be doing, but y'all don't do that to each other. Why is that? I tell 304s, I don't hold myself accountable for hoe behavior. I'm not a hoe. However, I will encourage women to do better. I will encourage women to not have multiple baby daddies all over the fucking place. I will encourage women to protect themselves. I will encourage women to do better in every aspect, period. So what does that mean? I shouldn't encourage women to do better and be better because I don't have baby daddies all over the fucking place? Because I'm not giving out coochie all over the place? Like, let's be honest. Check your cat. I did. Thank you, D-Train. I'm going to tell you what to do, be my wifey. Also, I wasn't trying to eat, but please continue. He missing a mark. You single. In all honesty, I'm not saying I don't feel for him, but at the end of the day, he doesn't excuse the fact that he's known what's been going on for years, only then. And that's the cap. I always tell my boys to strive to be the best version of themselves. Men aren't evil. Calm down. No one said men were evil, and you calm down. You don't come over here telling me what to do. Do you see how they derail the conversation? Always. Pivot and deflect. Yazriel, you should be sending more than a buck or two. That part, you're absolutely right about spirit transfer while intercourse. Your body is a temple and gift from God, not an amusement park. Period. Period. I don't understand why men come over here and act like I don't tell women to do better, because I do. I always fucking do. Always. I don't sit up here and act like women are saints or women are doing everything perfectly all the time. That would be a lie. That would be an utter lie. The conversation that we're having is about men having daddy wounds and how Usher perfectly displayed how it never really goes away. Period. Y'all want to get mad because we're talking about daddy wounds? Good thing my dad wasn't around. Yeah, Usher kind of said maybe it was a good thing that he wasn't around, because maybe he would have been a bad influence on him. I got here late and don't know the topic, but how did we get from Usher and daddy issues to 304 and holding women accountable? That's all they do, Amberella, is pivot and deflect. He's also a perfect example of how successful someone can be who was raised by a single mother. DH, that's exactly what I was saying before y'all got up in here. But they don't ever shout that out from the rooftops. When we talk about, you know, the rapists, when we talk about the men that are committing 80% of the crime, they always say, well, who raised them? Who raised them? But then when it comes to the lawyers, the doctors, the NBA players, the NFL players, the superstars, a lot of them was raised by a single mother too. But y'all don't hear them shouting that out from the fucking rooftops. They not shouting out, oh, all of the mothers, the single mothers raised all of the upstanding men in society. You don't ever hear them say that. They hate that single mothers also raise successful people of society, because it doesn't fit their narrative. It's not convenient for them. It's not convenient for the story that they're trying to push about women. Your hair and skin looks really beautiful. Thank you. They want to deflect instead of being accountable for their actions, period. So if I donate enough, you will actually marry me. I just love who you are. Jesus Christ. KFC versus Papa. I don't got time for that. They raise successful black women. Hello? Who abandoned them should be the question. That part, stop blaming women who have held themselves accountable and raised their children. Hello? Once I know you more, I'll bless more. I think over 70% of single mothers raise convicts, but both a father and mother figure are needed. Here we go. Over 70% of single mothers. So how about the narrative be over 70% of fatherless children are convicts? That sounds better. 70% of fatherless children are convicts. 70% of children that are abandoned by their fathers are convicts. How about that? It doesn't fit your all's narrative. That's why y'all don't say that. Oh, raised by a single mother. No, abandoned by a fucking deadbeat father. Single mother syndrome. Many single mothers were hot girl summer chicks. Y'all are so corny. I just know 70% fatherless children wind up in the prison system. Hello, thank you. Fatherless children, hello. Golden, it was the speech that he gave at the BET Awards. And that's my point. The fact that he used his time to give a speech to accept a Lifetime Achievement Award to talk about how his father was never there for them speaks volumes. How a lot of y'all have daddy wounds that's deep rooted and y'all do not take the time to heal yourselves and y'all just take it out on women. You project how you feel about your father onto your mother. Stop being hot girl summer chicks. Shut up. You sound stupid. Well, sometimes the dad just gets pushed away by the mother for no reason. Oh my God, that is a lie. If I told you, and we're gonna always use this as a comparison, if I told you I would give you $20,000 if you showed up to court for 6 months, and I need you to be at court 3 times out of the week, I wouldn't give a fuck if you had to do it by hook, crook, if you had to call out of work, if you had to lie and fake a doctor's note. I wouldn't give a damn what you had to do. You would show up to court to get that $20,000 at the end of that 6 months. Y'all don't ever go hard for y'all kids that way. Y'all don't go to court for y'all kids to get visitation rights when y'all could, and the court always mostly works in favor of the man. So if you actually went to court to get visitation rights for your kid, chances are it would be granted as long as you got a job, you're a stable person, and you're a stand-up citizen. You would be granted visitation rights and you would be able to see your kids and be a part of your kids' life. Y'all don't ever go hard for y'all's kids. Y'all are a piece of shit and y'all make excuses that it's the mother's fault because it's a convenient excuse because you don't want to be a part of your kid's life anyway. You're a deadbeat anyway. So it's convenient to say, oh, the mother want to argue with me, it's the mother's fault. It's convenient. Y'all continuously prove my points. You see my post, I love you. Okay, that's nice. It's always a reason, silly rabbit. Jamaican beef patty. Yeah. Y'all created hot girl summer chicks. That percentage is lower for single father households. Do you understand how mathematics work? There's less single fathers. So of course the percentage would be lower. El stupido. That's like me comparing 2,000 to 200. Of course the percentage with the 200 is going to be lower than the percentage with the 2,000. Duh. What are we talking about here? Men who actually fight for their kids often get awarded custody. Thank you, Amber. 90% of child care issues are settled out of court with the man giving the woman the child. Period. And how many men are actually going to get custody of their children? How many? He's lying. That's not true. Yeah, I don't have statistics on hand, which I have to do my due diligence. And love bugs, if you all have any links or any references, or if you know of any statistics, email it to me, because I'm gonna do some research on my own. But there's different articles and different things. Email it to me at lovejonesbusiness11@gmail. Well, y'all know lovejonesbusiness11@gmail. I will have it, my email pinned. Email me, because these men get up here and lie like a Persian rug day in and day out. They don't know because nobody fought for them. Exactly. That part. Their fathers didn't fight for them, and that's who they really mad at. They're mad because their father just allowed their mother to have a bitchy attitude and didn't give a fuck enough to even try to be a part of their kid's life in a real way. They just gave up on them. Love, these percentages are complete lies. This is not the truth at all. Please ignore these crazy men. Where did they come from? It's funny. They're laughing to keep from crying about the abandonment. They feel very abandoned and they resent their fathers. So they can't blame their mother. I mean their father, because they don't even know where the fuck he's at half the time. No, a higher percent of single father households have better chances of not raising convicts. So why don't y'all all give sole custody of your kids then? What a lovely day to hear you speak, my love. Poor Usher, and look what Diddy did to him. Yeah, sad. Maybe because of a lack of fatherly representation in a good way. Exactly. And why are you in my comment section? You should be in a man's comment section urging him to have full custody of his kids so that men won't be going to jail at the same rates. Because last time I checked, men raised by a mother and a father, y'all still out here committing 80% of the crimes, child. And I'm not just talking about black men. I'm talking about men on a grand scale, baby. Can I send you my number on your email? No, you can't, boo. There's a guy on TikTok that debunked all the talking points of single moms. Oh, is it the public offender? He definitely does debunk all of these talking points. But they don't want their kids. They don't, Audrey. They don't want sole custody. They just love to have the blanket of the, they love to be able to have the excuse as to why they don't actually take care of their kids. They conveniently try to blame women because we want the mother to be present as well. We understand it's unhealthy for just one side to be present. So then go and fight for 50-50 joint custody of your children and keep continuously encouraging men to go to court to get joint custody of their children. I know the public defender, he eats. He does, yes. I don't have kids. Good. Jail, not the spot. What? It's always the same talking points. And marry the woman you sleep with. Exactly, DH. Instead of having raw, unprotected sex with random women that you have no intention on building a family with, get married and have raw and unprotected sex and shoot your sperm into women that you're having a family with. How about that? All my 17 future children will come from me. I'm not having no 17 kids. You got me fucked up. I've been seeing the public offender and I need to watch his videos. Yes. The thing that got me with the public offender though is that he has a clear wife, and I'm like, dang, all of these men, they always have a clear or Caucasian wife. But that's, you love who you love. It was a white guy. I can't remember his name. I'll do some research. Yes. Any research, any articles, whatever it is that y'all find with these statistics, email them to me. My father is the only man I know that won full custody of us. It took my mom's boyfriend to turn the caseworker off the road for the court to speed up the case. They love creating single mothers, but want no responsibility for the mess they make. Period. Get him, girl. We in a building. Lord have mercy. Talk. I'm listening. Y'all don't like to listen. Y'all just want to be. Is your email in the description? It is, but it's also, I don't know how y'all get links to my stuff. I gotta figure that out. I'm gonna ask Mia how she does it, so I could, y'all, all of my mods could have like the links, or DH, maybe y'all could like talk amongst each other and see how y'all could have like the links to, like, you know, my Cash App. I don't know if they type it out manually. I'm not sure how DH and Mia does it, but they do a really good job with, you know, posting the links and stuff. Congratulations. Stop with the gender stuff. People in general are terrible nowadays. Don't tell me what to do. Do not tell me what to do. Go and tell a man what to do. You won't, because you're scared. I'm going to find some statistics and definitely send them. Period. Because they love to talk the statistic talk. And I'm going to do some research on actual statistics too, because I know they be lying. They lie so bad. Pillow talk, get reels. What? I tell my friends to do the same thing. What the F you on about? I'm on about a rando ass fucking man in my comment section trying to tell me what to do. Who are you? Who are you? Stranger fucking danger. How can I know you then? You know me by continuing to support the channel, continuing to like my videos, continuing to watch. Damn, I gotta go to the supermarket. I ran out. Okay, thank y'all. Thank you, Amberella. Whenever y'all, you know, find them, like, shorten it for me, highlight it, do whatever it is that you need to do, because they get up here and they love to get up here and talk that shit, and they don't even be knowing what they talking about. And I'm gonna do some research too, because that's another reason why I don't go too deep into it, because I haven't really researched myself. Be safe, love bugs. Good night. Good night. Don't tell me what to do. It has to be the most petty way of getting out of being a decent person. First of all, I am a wonderful person. So I don't know what you're talking about getting out of being a decent person. What are you talking about? That next. Next. Crazy thing is males have lower literacy rates, so I know they aren't actually reading studies to get stats. That part. Yes, thank y'all for putting my Instagram and my email. Thank y'all. Thanks Golden, thanks DH. Make it bounce for 20. Absolutely not. You are a wonderful person. You wouldn't be out here spreading hate. I'm not spreading hate. Spreading hate by saying that men have deep father wounds. The gaslighting is insane. That's not spreading hate. If you think that's spreading hate, then you need to work on your comprehension skills. I was legit referencing Usher Raymond, who is well off into his mid-40s, saying that his father was never there for them, and how fathers need to step up to the plate, and how it's the season and the year of the father because his father was an absentee father. And for him to say that, I'm sure he knows plenty of his peers whose father was not present in their life, and they still was able to be wildly successful. But that pain didn't go away easy, and he's still working on healing from those daddy wounds. Now, if that's me spreading hate, then it's something is wrong with you. Something is wrong, because I'm talking about something that legit happened in reference to how a lot of men show up because they have daddy issues. How is that spreading hate? Something is wrong. It's a sickness. Love Jones is not spreading hate. Speaking facts. Like, what? That part. Talking about spreading hate. These people get up here and lie so bad by a few IQ points. You are a liar. Y'all a lie. You are lying. I'm not spreading hate. You're lying. You're sitting up here talking about fake statistics. It's just a lie. It doesn't apply. Why does to you? Yo, I think at Hey Love Jones is disrespectful. Yo, I'm just gonna block you because who are you? I don't know you. Stranger danger. Bye. Back to literacy, bad reading comprehension leads to horrid comprehension overall. Y'all come in here showing how slow you are. Stop. LJ gotta run, baby. Okay, boo. That's not spreading, telling facts. We as a people have issues with the truth. Because how is that spreading hate? It's ridiculousness out here. Me saying a lot of men have father issues, and I'm talking about Usher Raymond, using him as, you know, my talking point is spreading hate. Okay. They are delusional. They are. Love Jones has always been a sweetheart. Thanks, boo. I wouldn't say you're spreading hate. I'm not spreading hate. This is what I'm like, what? And a lot of the other things that we always pivot into talking about is because y'all want to talk about these things. Y'all always pivot and deflect. I don't bring up a lot of the things that I end up talking about over here because y'all are always talking about single mothers raising convicts. I'm not even up here talking about that all the time. Y'all always make these conversations about single mothers because y'all are obsessed with single motherhood. And it's because y'all obsessed with the fact that your father abandoned you. You've yet to get over it. You didn't have a great father figure. Lots of y'all didn't. Some did. But a lot of y'all did not. It's because they are triggered. A hit dog will holler. That part, like the dog in the background, period. Love Jones is over here talking to women, and males come in here running amok. All the time. It never fails because you're not spreading hate. They're mad. Go cry in the car, period. Like, what am I saying that's hateful? And I'm still even saying now, there are some men that step up to the plate. We're even having that conversation. So I don't understand. Child. Shake my head. These men dumb as fuck. You always bring up hoes and single moms all the time, Amy. They ain't nobody talking nothing about a 304, a single mother. They just cannot help themselves. They can't help it. It's because men don't like to be held accountable. They don't like to be held accountable. That's why they don't hold each other accountable. First time I'm ever seeing you just listening. They're dense and making my credit score. 305s are better. So go get one. Why are you over here? You're hella pretty. Thank you. Go get a 305 then. Nobody's stopping you. You don't have to be up in here in my comment section. Why are you over here? For what? What is the reason that you're over here? Anyways, everybody subscribe to me. Then explain why you said men should not exist. I never said men should not exist. You are a liar. Isn't that like the worst hate speech you can spread? When did I ever say men should not exist? You are a fucking liar. You're a liar. You're a liar. Love bugs, put a 1 in the chat if I said men should not exist. Put a 2 in the chat if I never said that. Put a 1 if I said men should not exist. Put a 2 if I never said that. I never said men should not exist. You're a fucking liar. I said men should not exist. I never said that. Why are they lying? LJ has never said male should not exist. Y'all say women should abort missions all day, every day. I never said male should not exist. That's a fucking lie. Why are they getting up here? Why is this man lying like this? Of course they're gonna say too. I never said that, you fucking liar. You're a liar. Tell me what video I said that in, and go back to the video and point out the minute in a second. Because I never said men should not exist. When the fuck? I would never say that. I always say I love men. Men are very useful and helpful to me. I always say that. I always say that I like good men. I even tell women the type of qualities I think they should look for in choosing and trying their best to vet a good man. I always say that I think love is beautiful and marriage could be beautiful. And I've never said that there was no need for men. I have a live stream saying why men are necessary. You're a fucking liar. He's getting you mixed up with Sinji. That's gotta be what it is, because I never said that. What is wrong with these men? It's a lie. I never said I said male shouldn't exist. What? I never said that. I legit be like, I love men. I love men. I say that all the time. I just don't like bad ones. I don't like rapists. I don't like stalkers. I don't like unalivers. I don't like scammers. I don't like deadbeats. I love men. You got me fucked up. I never said that. That's crazy. They DH what? Then why you out here acting like they all bad? How many times have I said not all and some and a lot? You're willfully being ignorant right now. You are legit willfully being ignorant. Because if you actually listen to me talk, I always say not all. Let's preface this by saying not all. Majority rules. I always say things like this. So stop lying. What the fuck is wrong? Just because you feel some type of way and I'm triggering your inner demons and your inner child and things that you need to work on does not mean that I'm saying these things that you're accusing me of. You're lying. That's what I said. I said you lack comprehension skills. I said it. Women hurt good men with bad guys. Oh, please. That part, Audrey. She goes off the majority rules, but if it don't apply, let it fly. You should not have to even say not all. They have no comprehension, so it being implied doesn't land or resonate with them. She never said that. She always gives men the proper respect when needed. Period. That's crazy. That's kind of scary how people come up here and lie. They lie for convenience. They push these narratives on you for convenience. It's really kind of scary. These men are scared. Thank you, D-Train. Thank you for the donation. These men are scared of their peers to hold them accountable. Hold them accountable. Shut the fuck up. Very scared. It definitely gives coward. That's why they always in the woman section trying to tell a woman what to do, how to act, how to dress, what to say. Because they don't have no power when it comes to other men, especially other groups of men. Ooh. Poor males get proper respect. Oh, proper males get proper respect. The rest of y'all can get dragged in. Because why would that man come up here and lie and say that I said males shouldn't exist? I ain't never said that a day in my life. I have a brother that I adore. I have brothers that I adore. I said a brother because one of my brothers in particular is one of my best friends. But I adore all of my brothers. I have men in my life that I love, that I revere, that I respect, that I appreciate, and I talk about that all the time. I said that we need men. Men protect us from other men, the bad men. I would never say male shouldn't exist, lying ass. They had daddy issues because they don't know where their dad is. Okay, majority rules of all my partners have cheated on me except for one. So does that mean all women cheat? As a general statement, no. But does that make me? But it does make me mad. I didn't do anything. Oh, so that's the problem, is that you've been cheated on by women. So you have issues with women because women have cheated on you. Okay. Now, that doesn't mean that it's majority women, no. Because am I sitting up here talking only solely about my lived experience? No, that's not how I operate my show. So what you're saying still doesn't apply, because I don't only talk about my lived experience. I talk about women in general and what women in general experience. I'm not just saying the femicide rate in the black community is how every 4.5 hours one of us is getting unalived by a black man. I'm not saying that because I've been unalived by a black man or any of my family has experienced that. No, I don't talk solely based off of my own personal traumas or lived experience. That's not what we do over here. This video is not even the fuck about me. I was talking about Usher Raymond. They call me USHERRAYMOND. That's who we was talking about. Y'all decide to pivot like y'all always do and make this that's what y'all do. Oh, every fucking time I get up here. And then y'all say it's me. It's a lot of psychological mind tricks and mind fuckery and warfare that y'all do. It's crazy. Now he's saying it's not him. No woman has ever cheated on him. By your own logic, black women have father issues too, which is pretty obvious by this live stream. At the end of the day, who is the issue? Who is the main culprit? It's black men. Whether it be women with father issues or men with father issues, the fucking main common denominator is men. I don't understand why that's a hard pill to swallow. It doesn't matter if women have daddy issues, if it's men with daddy issues. The common denominator is men. 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 The common denominator is deadbeat fathers. The common denominator is absentee fathers. So any which way you want to turn the key, men is still at the root of that issue. Now what you got to say about that? Now what? Thanks for the offer. What offer? I ain't offer nothing. I don't know what y'all talking about. We've discussed this. LOL. Sorry you can't hit us with that one. I would choose better if there was better. You trying to use women's talking points. It's not, you're not eating the way you think you are. Super obvious that you're bitter about being single. Oh, there we go. Y'all got to drop the pink hearts every time they do it. And they say you're bitter about being single. Have fun in a nursing home. I will have fun in a nursing home, but guess what? Who's the nurses? The nurses are women, and women tend to take care of other women. So you're not saying anything. You won't have fun in a nursing home because none of your family's gonna come see you, because chances are you don't do the best by your family. I'm bitter because I'm single. What we said, every time they do that, we drop a pink heart. Because I have a hard problem getting a man. Me. Because there's no men around. So I'm bitter. Why do they think they're such a prize? It's delusion. And it's because we've created that delusion. Because we don't really tell them that they're not the best. We don't tell them that that they need to step it up. All we do is coddle and give grace and make excuses. Oh, it's because the black man is down, the white man is this, men are having hard in society, men a bit. Instead of saying no, you need to step it the fuck up. You need to do a better job. You're not as smart as you think you are. You're not as strong as you think you are. You're not as great as you think you are. Do better, be better. Rise to the occasion instead of forcing women to fucking come down to level, to be on your level. Rise up, meet her where she's at instead of forcing her to come down. LJ is better because she is single. Get it right. It's irritating because I state my experience. Y'all just hate to hear her conflicting opinion. What are you talking about? Remember when women have community, men don't, because they don't hold their peers accountable. That part. Hey, Shatara. That man just said I'm bitter because I'm single. You will try a podcast? Okay, go for it. You are single by choice. You have options. The men come up in this comment section and try to get at me all the fucking every time I come live. You think I just can't choose a fucking man? If y'all feel this way about me on the internet, what do you think my lived experience is? What do you think my experience is out in the world? How do you think people act when they see me in person? How do you think men act when they actually get to know me? Y'all, it's got to be cracked if you think that I can't find a good man with a great job, a career, not a lot of baggage to just get married to. That's not hard. Like, it's got to be crack. It's crazy. I don't y'all are crazy if y'all think that it's hard to get a man. It's not hard to go and be with a man. Like, a good man. Men are not that hard to get. They don't get that. Oh, and I'm a single mother, that part, DH. Bruv, I'm actually crying. You're not a woman, so we're not gonna listen to you. So leave. Why are you still here? With age, it's not getting a man is having or having options. A woman's game is keeping a man as in wife. It's not hard, but you haven't done it because a wife gets chosen. So you really think that no man has chosen me to be his wife? You think that no man has ever asked me to marry him? And why do y'all think that being a wife makes you more valid as a woman? There's women that's in marriages that are miserable, that's being abused, that's still doing all the household duties, that's taking care of the children on her own, that's not being fulfilled, whose husband really don't even love them. Because a lot of times men get married out of convenience. Sometimes they just need a hospice wife. Sometimes they just want some in-house coochie. Sometimes they just want a domestic slave. Just because you're married doesn't mean that you're better or that you have a better quality of life. That trick, that magic trick no longer works over here. It doesn't. I think love is beautiful. If you actually merge worlds with somebody that you respect, that respects you, that's going to love you, then go for it. But just to do it, just say I got a man, bitch, get the fuck out. There's so many women that are being abused, that's legit getting unalived, all for the sake of saying I got a man. Having a man is not a fucking prize. Having a man is not a flex. Being content, having peace, being healthy, being mentally and emotionally stable and sound is what the real flex is. That's the real flex. Getting with somebody that actually loves you and adores you and respects you and provides for you is also a flex. But just getting a man and being in a marriage just to fucking say you married, bitch, it's 2024. And don't nobody give a fuck about that. Y'all can never shame me. I could go and get married right now if that is what I so chose to do. It's not hard to fucking get a man. Why do y'all act like, what? Y'all don't even, a lot of y'all men don't even have standards like that. A lot of y'all don't even love yourselves like that. Getting a man, being married is not hard to do. Like, it's really not. Y'all, it's shaming a woman because she's not married. It's so played the fuck out. It's tacked the fuck out. It's very tacky. It's very tacky. It's tacky at this point. The real flex is having a peace of mind, living the life of your dreams, doing what it is that you're meant to do. So true. It's not hard to get a man because men cannot be alone. They are always in women's faces. That part, it's a flex to say you have a fulfilling relationship with a partner, not just to say you have one. That part, Amy, having pieces of flex, period. These men aren't wifing their baby mothers. That part, hello. And then they go and they dick and dodge all over the place. So they got baby mothers state to fucking state. But then they shame women for not being married. Why you don't marry one of your 5 baby mothers? A lot of males will sleep with women just because he's in need, not because he likes her or is compatible. That part, and will waste her time and use her as a placeholder too. That's what I told my mom. It's not hard to get a husband, but are you happily married? And the average woman that's married, they're not fulfilled. They don't like it. They don't. A lot of women that have children, they don't like being mothers. They did it because that's what society told them to do. Do you think black men only live in the United States? No. Why would I think black men only live in the United States? I'm not dumb. What's up, PJ? Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. I'm about to get out of here. I need to run to the supermarket. Yeah, because they don't know the value of anything, no depth or connection to the meaning. I don't think that you all should be saying, oh, do you have a husband or get a husband? I think y'all should encourage, since y'all love to tell women stuff, encourage women to be with someone that's going to respect her body, respect her health, respect her mental state, that's an actual person, that's not just looking for a domestic slave. Women should get with a man that's going to provide something for her. Yeah, there is a lonely male epidemic. It is not a lonely woman epidemic. Let's be real. Women are never really alone. We create communities that males want to infiltrate and take over. That's why a lot of men are becoming women. I seen this video. I'm gonna make this last point, then I'm gonna get out of here. Oh, I'm late. I'm gonna watch a replay. I seen this video with a trans man that was crying so hard because life was completely different when this person transitioned from a biologically born woman to a man. And she said being a man is so isolating, it's so lonely. People don't approach her as a him anymore. Even approaching women is harder. The options are less. The social interaction is less. She said being a man in comparison to when she was a woman is the worst decision she ever made. And if she want to go back to being a woman, she was crying. Like, I don't know how men do this. I don't want to be a man. It's so isolating. It's so much easier. Life is so much better being a woman. Having social interaction is so much easier being a woman. And men know this and they envy us for it. And that's why they constantly trying to shame us for not pairing up with them immediately out the fucking gate. Because they know that we will always have more options and we will always have more friends. We will always have more camaraderie. Like Amberella said, and like I always say, we build communities. We are the ones that's going Christmas shopping and decorating a tree. We're the ones that's cooking the Thanksgiving dinner. We are the ones that take care of everybody when they are in their old age, because who's in the nursing homes? Who's working? Who's the nurses? Predominantly women. Who's the CNAs? Predominantly women. Who's the caseworkers and the social workers? Predominantly women. So stop lying and scamming. Y'all are the ones that's going to be lonely and fucking destitute with a dog. A woman being older with a cat does not mean that she's lonely and completely devoid of any human interaction or friendships or having intimate bonds with people. It's a fucking scam and a scheme that Todd set up. With that being said, I love y'all so much. We have camaraderie over here. We've built a community over here. I love it. So why you think every black man in the world have deep issues? Did you deal with black men from different countries? Yes, I have dealt with black men from different countries. Most fathers in Africa, they're treating their children well. I know African men who were abandoned by their dads, who don't know their dads. I know Haitian men whose mother is working. I know a bunch of Caribbean people whose mother does all of the work and the father doesn't even go to work. Like, he'll get a gig here or there whenever he feels like it, and the mother is doing, she's making the money and she's rearing the children. The African men that I know, their fathers have kids all over the place. They don't know their fathers. Their father is very cut off emotionally. If the father is present, they don't have a real connection or a real relationship with them. So I can't say I know every single one, but I do know, and I have dated black men of other cultures and of other races. I have. And they have daddy issues too. Not all, but the Caribbean fathers, they dick and dodge all over the place. They cheating all over the place. They got families all over the place. The African fathers, they dick and dodge all over the place. They got families all over the place. I will say, you know, from the men that I've met that were African, they were more prone to marriage. You know, they seem more family oriented as far as marriage goes. However, they do expect the women to be submissive slaves. There's a video of an African family. The brother was recording his brother's wife. She was 9 months pregnant, and the brother sitting there, and the wife got on her knees, her hands and knees, to serve her husband food, and she was struggling to get up. The African man would not even help his wife to get up off her knees after she kneeled down to serve him the food that she made. And the African man turned the camera on himself and see, this is a wife, this is the wife, that's my brother's wife. But then there's a lot of African women that don't play that shit. You gotta pay like you motherfucking way. Y'all still paying dowry over there. So it goes both ways. Because I know some American men that still pay like they weigh, and they help with bills and rent and all of that. I've experienced that my whole life. So the pendulum swings both ways. It just does. But y'all not about to get up here and make it seem like all men that's not American is just the best black men in the world. Anyways, I got to go. I argue with your father. I'm done. I'm done. I love y'all so much. Show up as her, be her. Don't let nobody play in your face. Know your worth. You are the prize. You are the main character. Life is a movie and you are starring in it. The world is a stage and you are at the center of it. It is never too late. Get back up again and get back up again and get back up again. Create the world that you want. Create the life that you want to see. Be the change that you want to see. And know that you got this. Don't dwell too much on the past because you can't go back there. Keep moving forward. Keep loving on yourself. Spread love and reciprocate. I'll see you guys later.